Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. So you might remember Jack Selby. He was my former assistant. He's the co-host of the Iced Coffee Hour podcast. And today he's sharing exactly how much money he spends in a week. And to be honest, I saw this video come up and I know it's going to be awful. For some reason, his spending has been out of control lately. I tell him to cut back. It's wild to me because he'll spend money on some stuff that makes no sense to me. And then in other areas, it's like he wants to stretch the value of every penny. So today we're going to find out exactly where he spends his money, and I'll critique it as soon as you hit the like button and subscribe and comment down below, because all of those things help the algorithm push this video to a brand new audience who could also subscribe and hit the like button and comment for the algorithm. So thanks so much. Now let's begin.
There is nothing that disappoints me more than a what I spend in a week video where they don't actually put what they spend in a week. They usually leave out rent, Wi-Fi, toilet paper, stuff like that. I'm gonna have literally everything. You can try to find something that I spend my money on, or you think I do, you won't.
That's funny. He's wearing a Vessi shirt. Jack genuinely just wears shirts that like sponsors and companies give him for free. They'll send us a whole bunch of stuff. And Jack, I don't think he's gone shopping. It's all free stuff, which is great. It's just a bit of an advertisement. Vessi's a great product, by the way. I have to say, I love their shoes. They sent us a pair of like three or four different pairs, different colors. I wear them all the time. They're great. They're expensive, but they've lasted years, and they look great, and they work. So I like Vessi. Adding in cost of gas. You know what he should also add in? The cost of wear and tear on the vehicle. Just like depreciation of every day your car's value is going down just a little bit. Maybe like an extra $1 a day or something like that. Add that in there.
Okay, I'm gonna get in huge trouble for this next shot. If you're Graham Stephan, please just close out of the video right now.
Yeah, I don't get it. He's constantly walking around with a Starbucks comment. This is what I'm telling you guys. It's just like, you want to save in the weirdest spots. Meanwhile, he goes and spends like $3, $4, $5 a day on a coffee. You can make it at home. And he says, oh, you know, I work from home and like getting out of the house. I'm like, you could get out of the house, but don't buy a coffee. There's so many ways to get out of the house that don't involve going to Starbucks.
I created this spreadsheet that breaks down the cost of all of the things that I use into their most basic unit, like the cost per gram of rice that I buy. I can then multiply that number with the measured amount of something I consume to get the exact cost of something down to sometimes the 100 billionth of a penny.
And yeah, I don't think that matters. I think rounding up to the dollar is fine. You know, just like 20 cents, 25 cents, 30 cents, something like that. We don't need a hundredth of or a thousandth of a penny.
Pickleball! After playing pickleball, I got hungry, so I decided to make some oatmeal.
You know what's funny? I do oatmeal too every now and then. If you want like a quick filler meal that's a substitute and makes you feel full, oatmeal and peanut butter is so good. It's delicious. And you're full afterwards. It's delicious. It's just good. It's kind of healthy. The peanut butter is a little on the heavier side, but beyond that, it's pretty good.
I used 83.4 grams of oats, 21.3 grams of protein powder, half a gram of cinnamon, 79.5 grams of peanut butter, 211.5 grams of banana, and 25.5 grams of honey.
What is that? What is he making? That looks awful. What? It looked good at first. I'm like, all right, and there's a lot of peanut butter, it's just like, why? It's just like this mess of just calories. He's trying to, I guess, put on weight, but it's just, why?
Serious?
It's good.
Of course it's good, it's just a lot.
Honey's not unhealthy.
Alright.
Yeah, we should talk about, instead of the honey, the haircut. Why? Again, it's just like he'll spend $4 a day on Starbucks, but then be, oh, I don't want to spend $12 at Great Clips.
It's New Year's, and I got invited to a party. The only problem is, when I go to this party, I'm gonna look like this, unless if I do something about it.
But what's the crazy thing is, this was filmed all the way back in New Year's, and he posted it now, 5 months later in May. So since then, prices have just gone up because of inflation. So just add like an extra 5% on top of everything, and then that would be the inflation-adjusted prices today.
So you may have noticed in this video, it is New Year's. And in real life, it's May. To be completely honest, continuing to do this video has been something I absolutely dread doing. Like, I have sunk probably 30 plus hours into the editing of this video, and then of course I was filming my entire life for a week.
Why? I don't get where all the time went. How did 70 hours go into 5 minutes. It doesn't make sense to me at all. You could knock out that video in probably, including filming time, maybe 10 hours max. To get a video out like this that would be 98% the same thing. You don't need the music, the fancy stuff, just make it accurate.
If I haven't finished the video in 5 months, obviously there's a big problem going on, which is my perfectionism. It's something I put on myself, and it's my fault, and it's my duty to try to fix it.
This is why the video didn't perform well. You know what? Here's the thing, okay? He didn't make these cuts, and I get what he's doing. He's putting in all the raw footage without any cuts or editing whatsoever, so it's more authentic. Sure. But the algorithm sees that. It's like, no, we don't want that. X that, cancel it, trash that video. Yeah, the algorithm is going to penalize this video.
I know for a fact when I'm detached from the project, I can help so much. Like if I advise my friends on their content, their YouTube title, their thumbnail and stuff like that, I can do that so well. But for my own sake, I get so emotionally convoluted, I can't even know what is good and what is bad.
Reminds me of our membership group, by the way, at icedcoffeehour.club. That's something that Jack and I are working on right now. And basically, if you're a fan of the podcast, you get access to episodes before we post them on the YouTube channel. And then there's also an option where you can ask us questions, and we'll ask those questions to our future guests. So, we're filmed so far out right now that, it's probably going to take a little while until those questions get answered. But anyway, in addition to that, we also have a once a month, second Wednesday, I think, of every month, where we have just an individual podcast with Jack and I. So if you're interested in that, icedcoffeehour.club, and that's what we're working on now.
If you guys are actually curious about how much I spend in a week, I don't know. The Caleb Hammer video that I did claimed that I spent $10,000 a week, which...
Yeah, go and watch the Caleb Hammer video, because that really sums it up. There are so many other random things that just come up. And some of those are genuinely business expenses. So it's like, you gotta spend money on that. Like, we just ended up purchasing more Iced Coffee Hour podcast equipment. That adds up. We travel for podcast guests now, so that begins to add up. But yeah, on Caleb Hammer's video, that is by far the most comprehensive that I have ever seen, and that's real.
You've probably recognized by now that my personal spending is very low. I don't go out to fancy meals. I don't drive a super nice car. That's just the way that I prefer to live my life. And I'm so sorry I can't provide you with an actual number. My phone bill is $32 a month. WeWork is $200 and something a month.
My guess is that if you account for just personal spending, so no business spending, okay? With his house and everything, because he's getting income coming in from roommates and whatnot, his house is pretty much free. So we'll count that house as zero. My guess is that he's probably getting by around $1,800, maybe $2,000 a month, personally. It's just him spending outside of all of those things with insurance and all, $2,000 a month. $1,500 on the low end, $2,000 on the high. That's my guess.
I'm just editing this right now, and now I'm kind of nervous that you guys are gonna get the idea that I'm really struggling or something in my life. Just the confidence that it takes for me to be posting something so vulnerable and open and transparent should show you guys that I'm coming from a really good spot in my life. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this transparency. And like I said, don't worry about me. I really am doing well.
Yeah, Jack's doing just fine. Don't worry about him. He's same old Jack. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming up, by the way, for anyone who wants to know for the Iced Coffee Hour. We're traveling a lot more. We have some really exciting guests over these next few months, so keep an eye on that. Iced Coffee Hour podcast down below. The Iced Coffee Hour Clips channel, by the way, almost at 100,000 subscribers. If you want to support us there, we get another silver play button plaque, which would be pretty cool. So thank you guys so much, but overall, I'd say for his spending, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm sure people could say that about mine, but at least I was pretty consistent among my frugality. It's like if I was frugal in one area, I was frugal everywhere. Jack, on the one hand, is very frugal with a few specific things, then goes and buys Starbucks. So it's like mine was just always consistent. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, feel free to add me on Instagram. I'll link to Jack's channel down below as well. Make sure to give him a follow, a subscribe, whatever the kids are calling it these days. Go and watch Jack's channel too. Give him some support. And with that said, until next time.